Hi everyone, Jen Chesnick here for Chic Tags, and I'm going to show you a quick tutorial on how I create my 3D layers with shapes for my 12 by 12 layouts, which you can use for any size. So let's get started. For this layout, I wanted to use a star shape. So I'm going to go to my library, and I've already put in search for star. And I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and use this shape right here, star badges. So double click, I'm going to ungroup my shapes, and this is the star I'm going to use. So we'll set that off to the side. Go ahead and highlight the ones you don't want and delete those off your screen. So let's take the star. We're going to make this pretty big. And there are two ways that I usually do my shapes. So once you have your shape, you can go up to the offset tool and you can click internal offset, and that will give you the nice edges. You can see almost an exact duplication. Delete that. Or you can do an outer offset, which will make it round. So it depends on what you want. If you hit square corners, it actually makes them squares. If you have my star shape, you'll lose the points. So I actually want it to still have the points, so I'm going to do the internal offset, and I actually want this a little bit bigger. So we're going to take the offset in the middle and make it a little smaller. Okay, now to make this center to your page, you are going to pick the, I always forget which one it is, align window. Okay, so select your shape and click center to page, and then click your next one and center to page. So now that they are together, you can group them all, turn them, and I think I still want this a little bigger, so I'm going to stretch them. And then looking at this, I actually want this, even though it's centered, to move down just a little bit. Okay? And then what else you can do while I'm in here is, I know what my title is going to be, and I'm actually going to use an SVG file by Carrie Bradford. So I'm going to open my SVG, change this to SVG, and we are going to use this always. So if you click it and you right click, copy, you can go back to your project, right click, paste, and then I want to add another word. So SVG, and then I want to use smile. Again, highlight, right click, copy, right click, paste. Okay, so what that does is you can see how big you want to keep your title before everything's cut out, even where you want to place it, which I'm thinking somewhere maybe right in there. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but at least you can get your sizing correct, something like that. I might even move it around a little bit more once I get it cut out, maybe like that. So to cut our shape, the newest version of the designer software, you have to assign a line color to each layer because we're going to cut all of this separately. So each shape needs its own color. So we'll do that one in blue, this one in purple, well, let's do orange, and then we'll do our words in red and red. Okay, so now we're going to send it to our silhouette. So hit send to silhouette. Oh, I guess I should turn my silhouette on. So it used to be you needed to take everything off the mat to cut it, but now we can adjust cut settings down here, and we can choose by line color on how we want it to cut. So for my first cut, I'm not going to cut my title, and I'm not going to cut the center star. I'm going to do the biggest star. So we only have the blue highlighted, and then you can change your settings down here to pattern paper, and then click send to silhouette. So once you have this cut, you're going to repeat the process. You can go back through, unclick the color you already cut, choose the orange, run your next piece of paper through, and so on. So in the photos below this tutorial, you can see how I put the layout together and what I use to make the page have a lot of depth. And I hope to see your project soon.